Oh! Vámonos! Ah! Shit! Gotta find me something to dessert, aren't we? I got nothing in there for dessert. Shit. Fuck!
Everybody know how it goes. Everybody people. Everybody bleed. Everybody needs some. Everybody know. Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Wrigley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. Today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Jaguars going up against the Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
They're wasting your money. Don't let them waste your money. And you for what you really need. Like Black and Defeat goes directly to New York Times. That's how you have ways to keep up prices low. But you wait for new package.
A beautiful fake. Now he goes spin. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Late round trap. Late round pick.
Halfback sent in motion. On 1st and 10. Peck. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him and try to keep him away from their plays.
And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. And convert on third with a gain of 22. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to throw. Peck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And Eifert has it. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. A give to Howard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, they run with Howard. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's...
And when we get back, Ray Lewis at the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio. This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. No, check, Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
Working from the gun, Mahomes able to fight through one tackle. flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw. Peck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, Peck. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Here we go now. On now. Look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
In its first year of existence, the Nevada expansion Ravens, and really made it their own. And it's still
fresh set of downs here.
How did you do that?
Me and Jonathan Austin had this conversation last night. We're still going to sit in the hotel.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Right, that's one thing I'm saying. And I'll be very offensive.
Detroit. Here we go. Back that up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert, 35 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And some room to run now. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 31 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hawkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
What advice would you give to a guy coaching? He asked about talking to Matt on the field, and I told him I have one piece of advice for you.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play callers did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Now he steps away, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. On first down, Peck. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
It is, and this is the definition of what they're talking about, dropping your head right before contact. This is what a lot of players do, and it's going to have to be a learned thing to get this.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ryan Shazier here. Everybody decided at that moment we have to change. And we talked about this.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. And Conley's got it over the middle. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, we saw RG3 when he was in the game. A lot of times they're not moving to run. They're moving to throw the football. And we see Aaron Rodgers do that all the time. When you look at a defense, so there's 5 offensive linemen, which means there's 6 gaps.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's gonna go down again. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff to the right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Y'all playing yet, T-Ball?
Great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer to
T-Ball, you're not in your house playing?
Drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports.
Hey, I was talking about my damn fan. Well. Shit. Fuck.
Mahomes going to throw. seconds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Off the play fake. Peck. To the left side here for Eifert. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Wonderful present, guys.
Looking to throw. Peck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
It might be just a nomination, but
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I want you to take a look at this image that we're showing on the screen.
Again, it's Howard. And a alley to run. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Off the bootleg. Peck. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The final shot before break. Peck. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. So, all right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3.
And we just wanted the world to know what we thought of it.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken as 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Off play action. Peck. And he's taken down. A Chief sack. Jaron Reed in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Peck. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the back goes into motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peck over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Peck. And he's got Rodgers. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On third down. This is Howard. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Make one anyway.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 41-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And able to find Conley. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
In motion is Grant. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off the play fake. Peck. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
They're talking about different things they're involved in that we're going to see in the regular season opener. They're fired up about it.
From the gun, Peck. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now here's Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
For everyone else, there's Thursday Night Football.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Off play action. Peck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from both angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Just going to throw or do something to keep him. What's going to be the phrase?
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
If he does that, we are continuing to do this.
This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to go deep for Conley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Here's Pirine. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Looking to throw. Peck. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Peck. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for and got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down up at the 48. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 43 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Consistently and they're giving them those opportunities, and when you make one play in the NFL, all of a sudden start thinking you can do it again.
On 3rd down, that's Howard. They find some open field here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Where we can get on the subject of the young men that are playing on the field right now.
This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throws Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick.
You won. It's already over?
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars.
What did Blue put the quarters at, 15 or 12?
Do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
What's the score, T-Ball?
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Fan's coming my way.
And they take a knee.
My fan. Shit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how